Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and I'm coming back at you with yet another ride-along. And more than likely, you know, when we talk ride-alongs, it's going to be McFarlane that we talk about 9 times out of 10. More than likely, we're going to talk about good old McFarlane, good old Todd. He's back at it again with yet another pre-order reveal. Now, this time, folks, which I knew he would, folks, I have a New York Comic Con video coming up, folks. Stay tuned for that. I have another DC video that should be dropping, but Todd revealed a lot at last weekend's New York Comic Con, folks. And as I expected, as I mentioned in my video, folks, he already has these figures ready for pre-order, and we have not one, but a wave that he revealed at New York Comic Con already up for pre-order today at various online outlets such as BigBadToyStore, Entertainment Earth, yada, yada, yada. You know McFarlane Toy Store is going to have it. Let's get to it, folks, because it's the Justice League Task Force wave. Now, this takes me back, man, to Super Nintendo, because this game was on Super Nintendo. It was on Sega Genesis. And I tell you, folks, this is just a dream come true for me, man. I tell you, folks, I keep saying that, but it really is. Because, again, we're getting things that I never would have ever dreamed, man. Now, the one thing I will say about this wave that was very disappointing is no Wonder Woman. I feel like we have enough Aquamans and Flashes to where they could have, like, swapped one of those out for Wonder Woman, because we could use another Wonder Woman, folks. I mean, she's on the cover, and it'd be nice if they completed this wave with some single releases. Maybe we get another Wonder Woman to go with this wave. Maybe we get a classic Green Arrow in that style that I know has to be coming at some point, folks. So, you know, hopefully we'll get that. But let's get into what we have. Now, this Build-A-Figure wave, or this Build-A-Wave, will create yet another Darkseid. Now, I know I've heard conflicting reviews or responses to this past Darkseid that we have. My review for that figure is coming up, but I know a lot of people were complaining that the arms were falling out, and mine did too. But I feel like this one might be a little more articulated, a little thinner and everything. I like the Zack Snyder's Justice League Darkseid. I think that one still holds up, man, and that one, the articulation on that figure is pretty great. So look forward to seeing how this Darkseid will measure up in terms of articulation and scale and everything. But let's start off this wave with a figure that we knew had to be a part of this whole thing, and that is Batman. Now, Batman, for me, is the standout, even though we already have like 5,000 Batman figures. I have a lot of Batmans, and McFarlane loves to release Batman. That makes money. This Batman looks great. You know, I think he looks great, man. I think I keep saying this is going to be my go-to Batman, but I feel like this Batman could easily be a go-to. I mean, he has the yellow oval emblem, the classic capsule utility belt. He has the longer ears. He has the kind of like the darker blue for the cowl, the cape and cowl and everything. This one here, folks, could be like a go-to, man. I like this Batman. And wasn't too thrilled about the face sculpt from the promo images, but judging from the action figure images right now that I'm seeing, I like it. I like the face sculpt. Now, this Batman is lacking accessories. It would have been nice if we would have been given a batarang and a rope or something like that with this Batman, but love the classic look. This is the standout figure for me with this wave. All right, and up next we have the Man of Steel himself with the mullet. Now, this is based off of Superman's look when he returned back from the dead. You know, he had that classic 90s mullet going. I like it. You know, again, this is a good switch up, you know, and especially for people who wanted more of a slender Superman with the mullet. This is it for you right here, because I know the one that we got with the Crypto is a little too thick, but this one here is going to be a little slender. Now, what stands out to me with this Superman, outside the mullet and everything, is the texture on the figure. There seems to be some sort of a white texturing on the chest and the legs and everything. So I look forward to seeing how this looks in hand. I see the images, it looks okay. I see what they were trying to do, But I want to see this. I want to get these in hand, man. I want to see how they were to pull this off, because they did the same thing with Aquaman. Seems to be some sort of a white texturing on these figures. But other than that, he looks pretty cool. I mean, you know, in terms of the face sculpt, I don't say it's the best Superman face sculpt that we've had. Maybe I might feel different when I see it in person. I feel like this one I really need to see in person to really appreciate, or maybe go, you know what, this Superman ain't doing it. But overall, he looks like a pretty solid Superman figure, folks. I really like this Superman. And then up next we have the King of Seas, Aquaman, and he has the same texturing on his costume and everything. Again, look forward to seeing how they were able to pull that off. It seems like they're going for more of a shiny aesthetic with the Superman and the Aquaman, but the hair flowing, I mean, it works. It works. I see what they were doing, because, you know, in the 90s, it was all about the long hair and everything, and at some point, and so I can see where they were going with this. And, you know, the long hair, you know, multiple swappable hands, you know, really add to a character's, or not characters, but action figures, you know, presence. It really adds that extra bit of a personality to your figure on the shelf. So I can see how many would want this Aquaman, because again, he has a bit of a presence, a personality with his hair flowing the way it is. And he has the classic Aquaman colors, the oranges and the greens, a little dark, but he still has that classic look to him. He has his trident, of course. Seems like all of these figures are packaged with some sort of a punching effect, you know, to kind of mimic the video game, which is pretty cool, folks. I like that. So every figure has a punching effect. All right, folks, and last but not least, with this wave, we have the fastest man alive with the Flash. And the Flash looks pretty cool. I mean, now, is this Barry Allen or is this Wally West? That's the question. But classic Flash, classic colors and everything. I like this, man. It would have been cool if we would have been given some lightning effects. You know, I tell you, man, these figures lack accessories. I will say that. Batman with no, you know, rope, batarang, you know, some sort of a throwing device. You know, he has multiple gadgets that he utilizes. You know, does Superman come with a flight stand? That's another question. But overall, man, lightning effects would have been cool. This Flash looks awesome. I like him. You know, again, man, I really wish that we would have been given a Wonder Woman. Swap out Aquaman and Flash for Green Arrow and Wonder Woman, because I feel like we don't get enough of those characters from the DC Universe lines. But as a whole, man, this wave is solid. I like it. I'm excited. It represents nostalgia. It represents, for me, Super Nintendo. A lot of people I know also played it on the Sega Genesis. Man, just hearing those names just really takes me back to, like, sitting on the floor and playing my video games for hours and hours, man. Those are the days. I tell you, folks, just the simple times. But really, really excited for this wave, folks. I mean, and again, McFarlane dropped a lot of exciting reveals at this New York Comic Con. Folks, I cannot believe that we're getting a Wildcat, and a Ryan. They had been listening to me, folks. They had to been listening to me, because I've been asking for those figures. But really excited about this wave, folks. And it will build Darkseid. Darkseid looks pretty solid, you know, and everything. Look forward to seeing how he's going to look in hand, articulation-wise, aesthetically, how he's going to look. Looking forward to adding this Darkseid to my shelf. You know, hopefully we'll get a New Gods wave. That's what I want to see. You know, I want to see Darkseid's minions, you know, another classic Calabac, Darkseid, Parademon, Steppenwolf, you know, Granny Goodness, the Furies. You know, there's just so many characters that they can dive into when you talk about the New Gods, you know, side of things. So hopefully we'll see that. Hopefully we'll see Mr. Terrific, Big Barter. Man, I'm going all over the place, but listen, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Just want to share my quick thoughts on this Justice League Task Force wave. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this wave? Are you all in? Are you on the fence? Are you like, man, I'm gonna pass on this, I do not care? Let me know in the comments. Also, folks, be sure to ring that bell for all notifications so that you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. And also, don't forget to what? That's right, like, share, and subscribe. If you've already done that, I truly appreciate it, folks. And remember that I am on social media with Instagram and Twitter. So if you have those outlets, be sure to give me a follow. And be sure to check out my community. I'm always posting news and updates there. And again, folks, I appreciate you all. Thanks so much for tuning in and for joining me for yet another ride along. Oh, yeah, you know we're going to do it again, folks. I appreciate you. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. Same bad time, same bad channel, folks. And remember, Justice League, Task Force, unite. Bye for now.